What's going on, everybody? It's your boy RealiTEA. Welcome to another installment of, another edition of Swing All Tea. The installment is RealiTEA. Today, talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 15. Before I get started, I say it's called Spilling the Tea. I hate to inform you guys for the next 2 weeks, or at least until next Friday, I will not be consuming, pretty much anything alcoholic, so... bit of a cleanse, if that's what you want to call it. But don't worry, I'll be back swinging very, very soon. Hopefully that does not affect the quality of these videos. If it does, I am so sorry. All right? But, like I said, and granted, I just grabbed a brand of cola, but, I got that, Pepsi. But I'm going to take a sip of it. Yum, yum. And, of course, I always got to go to the vape now. Again, it's what I do. So with that being said, with this review, honestly, not a whole lot happened. A lot happened, but not a whole lot happened, if that makes any sense. Like I said, I don't know how long this video is going to be. Might be short, might be long, and chances are if I go off on a tangent, which I might go off on at least one, we don't know how long this is going to be, you guys. But I will do my best to try and give you what I can. I will try. But I'm going to bypass a lot of the dumb shit. A lot of the I'm going to bypass all that shit because I really don't have time for that today. So it starts off with Apollo. Apparently he posted a viral video. I believe it was to his Instagram. Really don't know. But, he's just, I guess checking in with his fans or his supporters, saying how he's checking in. And, stay tuned. We will hear from him soon. And again, I'm going to give you both of these. One, I'm going to give you that whole, I'm going to give you this right here. Stay tuned. You going to talk to us soon? Dude, what the fuck are you on? I was so fucking done with him. Really, really, I was. But then it comes right to Phaedra. And, she's at the hotel with security. Not security. Security. And now that Apollo has checked in, she's ready to go home. Oh, so now you finally wait to make sure that he was checked in. You couldn't do that the last fucking time. Aren't you a fucking lawyer? Don't you know there are certain things you could check to make sure the motherfucker checked in? Really? Again, either this shit was staged by Bravo or she went home hoping that he would show the fuck up. I don't fucking know, but it was just pure idiotic. And she talks about how a pastor is coming to bless the house. And we're going to get to that a little bit later. But here's the thing. Someone's going to bless your house. And it's not your mother. Yep. I'm going to just leave that where the fuck it's at. And she pretty much says that, Ada has been going through multiple emotions and whatnot. 1 minute he's happy, and he's sad because of the father, and she's mad that Apollo said something. And I'm kind of like, why? It was one of those where, if anything, you should have been said something. Now, I wasn't there. None of us were there, so we don't know exactly the delivery. And, you know what? Let me just say this right now before I finish. We don't know the delivery, but I cannot trust Phaedra as far as I can throw her. And for those of y'all who watch me, if you truly watch my videos, I will give you credit where credit is due, but I'm going to tell you as when you're wrong. Point blank in the motherfucking period. But like I said, it's been documented. She's not good at telling the fucking truth. Even in the episode, I forget where they showed it, but they actually showed her fucking lying. One about, her pregnancy and, how far along she was. And she fought that to the very bitter end. And even when, Cynthia confronted her about, saying, you pretty much saying you don't give a fuck about, the part of this, that, whoop, wop, and the third. And she was like, I never said that. And when Cynthia brought the fucking phone, she quickly was just like, shut the shit down, where it's just like, so you don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear what the fuck you said. Okay. All right, whatever. Get the fuck out of here. But I don't believe her. Like I said, granted, I do believe that Apollo might have been a little bit abrasive with it. But still, had you done what you probably should have done and spoken to your child ahead of time, or you reconciled with him long enough for y'all to communicate this to your son, it would still be an issue, but I don't think it would be as big of an issue as you're making it. Whatever. So now we at Candy, she's at work, details with the show. Carmen, pretty much feels that she needs to spice up her life. Her sex life. And then comes in. Okay, then Todd walks in. And, that's actually when Carmen made a comment about spicing up the sex life. And it's one of those where it's just like, by all means, you can talk to your friends, but, it should also be, if it's going to be your friend need not make little snappy fucking comments like that. So either she ain't your friend or she don't know what the fuck the line is. And you might want to sit here and reel her ass in, because that's that fuck shit. That's that fuck shit. And I'm going to be straight up, you let too many people into that unity, that circle, they're going to be in that circle, and it's going to destroy your marriage quick, fast, and in a motherfucking hurry. So she mentions that she's been dealing more of, the business side of Todd than her husband. Hey, that's what y'all get from Mr. Business with Pleasure. Again, I love Candy. Slowly but surely, I'm starting to lose that love, but hey, it's your fault. Sorry. She mentioned that she wants to go to therapy. Todd pretty much wants her to compromise. She wants more sex. Now, mind you, there was a whole question of, would you marry me again? She was like, yeah. And then she asked him, he was like, and she got mad, but he just gave you back what the fuck you gave him. Again, don't really care. But the one thing that he said, I was just like, dude, you trying to sleep on the fucking couch tonight. Where he was like, I'm no Tyson Bedford and you're no Rihanna. I nip out through all my shit like, damn, dude, you don't say no shit like that, man. You really don't. I'm like, whew, he's so dumb. But anyway, so now we get to Cynthia. She's with Kenya and Claudia. They go wine tasting. And, Kenya just brings up the whole Apollo situation, how, he didn't leave, this, that, and the third. And, Cynthia like, well, I got some tea to spill. Now, I'm conflicted with this, but I'm going to finish this part, and then I'm going to explain what I have to explain. So she spills the tea, and Kenya is mad because this whole entire time she's been called a whore by Phaedra, but if these events are true, then it's like, okay, it's a, pot calling the kettle black, like, how dare you? And, I'm happy that Kenya had even asked her, well, do you have proof? And she's like, no, but I know Peter told me. So here's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to be as objective about, No. I'm sorry. I will talk about this in a moment. Because I'm about to get there. So let me go ahead and get past all the dumb shit. So Phaedra is with her boys. And, it's kind of talking like, I didn't ask for this. And, all this other stuff. And she's talking about Apollo. I'm pissed at this. Your children are within earshot. You never, ever, male or female, talk about the other parent in a negative fashion in front of the children, because they will adopt the feelings that you have and grow up with the same feelings, whether or not they're true or false. You should not have done that. You were completely wrong and completely out of line about that. If anything, talk to your assistant in the office somewhere else, or wait till your kids are at school to talk about that. But that was one of those where I understand that you're emotional, but come on now. Anyway, the apostle comes over to bless her house, not her mother, to pretty much exercise, pretty much do an exorcism, get all the demons and stuff out. Mind you, I'm not mad about that. If that's what needs to be done for them to sleep. And like I said, I do believe in spirits. I do believe in demons. So that's what has to be done. What has to be done. All I'm going to say is he should have known her hand and known her ass and got that damn spirit off of her. Yes, I fucking said it. Moving on. So Cynthia goes and tells Peter what she talked about. And, all I'm going to skip to is Peter, pretty much said that Todd also knows. So there's a good chance that Todd probably told Candy. And maybe Candy told Phaedra. Who knows? But there was a whole lot of, the way they were talking to each other almost seemed like two girlfriends talking to each other. Like, girl, and then, oh, really, girl? No. That's how they kind of felt. But, again, hey, whatever. It's their relationship. No one care. I'm trying to get to the good shit. So, let me see. Candy comes over to Phaedra's house, and it pretty much just says because of all the drama that was going on in her life, that's the reason why they really haven't had much time outside of Puerto Rico and whatever sit-downs they had to, really talk, because apparently I guess they still are friends, I would assume. And, she pretty much tells her story, and I mean Phaedra, to Candy, and I guess still trying to win as many sympathy votes as she can. And Phaedra begins trying to, I guess, convince Candy, Phaedra trying to convince Candy that, Nene has changed and she's such a good person. And Candy looking like, And I'm glad that she did that because, I mean, honestly, excuse me, if you look at everything that Nene has done, like I said, she has shaded so many people, especially with Phaedra. She sat here and called you a head doctor. She sat here and said that she didn't fucking know you from Adam. She said you can't win when you're playing dirty. There were mutual exchange between the two of them, and I'm all about burying the hatchet. I am. I'm a little spiteful son of a bitch. I am. I forgive. I damn sure do not forget. Not this guy. And I'm all about burying the hatchet for everybody to be cool and be cordial. But I'm not finna sit up here and kiki and hee hee and smile in your face and sip tea with a motherfucker that has sat here and shaded me all up and through the damn street. I'm sorry. Y'all real ain't about that. Tea spilling ain't about that. I don't get the hell out of that. I don't fuck with people like that. But hey, that's why I call her fake, Dra. So now this is where we get to the good shit. So I'm going ahead. Give me 1 second, y'all, before I talk about the good shit. The meat and potatoes. The steak and potato. That shit right there. So Candy invite all of the girls for a dinner. And I mean all, to include Portia and Demetria. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't understand why the fuck Portia's still here. Ain't hating on the bottom. Says this. You natural peach revolt, boo-boo. Real talk. So you're giving Bravo your life. And pretty much, I'm pretty sure she's getting something. But I don't think she's getting as much as she would probably want to. So, but she's there. And, Kenya flirts, which, I mean, it's flirting, I fucking flirt in fucking ways. I was at this place called Vados Tacos and shit, out of Seoul, and, with my buddies and shit, the waitress, she was like, well, it's gonna be a minute. I'm like, okay, I forgive you, I took a picture with me first, just shit that I do. I mean, it's me, it's what the fuck I do, so it's fucking nothing, but she does that, and, again, Portia has to shade her, not to her fucking face, but she gonna do it in a confessional, saying, oh, she's flirting with a waiter, but, well, at least she'll have an unlimited supply of tap water, so she won't be thirsty. My whole thing is this, you have a shirt called Unbothered, but you're acting very fucking bothered right now. Again, I'm gonna have to ask you to just, keep it cute and shut the fuck up. So, the girls catch up, and, Nene asks about Phaedra in general. But here's the thing. We all know what's going on with Phaedra, so it was pretty much implied what she was asking. Now, Cynthia had said when she talked with the girls at the wine tasting that she wants to address the double standard. So I'm sitting here like, okay, you just sat here and told King and them you was a little shady about it. Now you was messy about the shit. But if you gonna bring this shit to the forefront, if you gonna address it, fucking address it. Come on, broad the shoulders, go ahead, look a motherfucker in the eye, and talk your shit. But no, she kind of just sitting here playing with her hands and the napkin and looking down. Don't want to look her in the motherfucking face. Because she know, in essence, she's wrong. Now, I'm going to pause, and I'm gonna go to a slightly spiritual on y'all, and it's for a reason. Here's the thing: if you finna just be messy, fucking be messy. But one thing to realize, granted, a lot of this shit is already on TV. So even if Cynthia would have never brought it up, the shit is already on TV. It is what the fuck it is. So, man. But in Judaism, there are 613 commandments. Alright, One of them is Lashon Hara, or pretty much gossip. Gossip is a sin, one of the 613, and it's one that is overlooked and completely disobeyed. You know, and even in the Tanakh, in Leviticus 19:16, it pretty much says, do not go about as a talebearer among your people. Don't do it. And it's even one of those where it's just like, you don't go talking about this stuff, even if it's true, unless the information is on a need to know. Like, if it is important that the other party knows about it. And I mean important, you know. And that's it. And there's a Hasidic tale about a, there was a rabbi, and there was one guy in the, congregation that was just going around slandering this rabbi. Slandering. And eventually he felt remorse and went to the rabbi, and he was like, well, what can I do to make amends? And I actually said this earlier today at work, mind you. And the rabbi was like, okay, take a couple pillows, cut them open, and spread the feathers. It's also told another way, put a feather on each doorstep. Both ways pretty much get to the same point. He goes back to the rabbi. He's like, am I forgiven? He's like, okay, now go retrieve every feather. And he's like, I can't do that. He was like, exactly. This is what happens when you gossip. As soon as it's out there, there is no taking it back. It is out there. Pretty much forgiveness was given, but it was to make a point. So if you gossiping just to gossip, understand how messed up that is. And I just want to say that for anybody that's watching, just, like a little something for you right there. Because, gossiping is very deadly, and it can really damage a lot of people, damage souls, careers, lives, the whole nine. It really can. But what I'm getting at, coming back, what you did was wrong. If it was purely just for gossip. And the way the Senate was even saying it, it was almost like she didn't want to bring it up, but she was almost kind of like coerced, kind of forced to bring it up. That's what I got. Like I said, again, that's what T-Spiller saw. If y'all saw something differently, please let me know. I'm just saying this is what I saw, and this is what I got from it. And, brings up the issue, and she also brings up the Texans. So Phaedra's just like, did you fact check? Because how dare you sit here and bring up text messages from the same, and mention the same guy that, brought up text messages about Kenya. Now, here's the thing. Cynthia, I'm not mad that she fucking told Kenya what she heard. She could have really made it to where I don't know if this is true, but now, Phaedra, where you fucked up at, granted, I don't like you, but what you fucked up at is you should have never brought up Kenya's fucking name. That's where you fucked up. Granted, Kenya was waiting. She was waiting, just like, please say the magic word. Please say the magic word. Say my name. Say my name. She was waiting. As soon as she did, there it is. Whoop, there it is. And she jumped in. It was done with her. She jumped in with the quickness. And she goes in about the whole Mr. Chocolate and shit. And Phaedra's like, well, who is Mr. Chocolate? And she was like, the man you're sleeping with, just like going in. Now, Phaedra gets up and appears that she's going to hit her with her purse, clutch, pocket, whatever you want to call that shit. I don't know about purses, and I don't know about that shit. But look, she's about to slap her, but she stops herself. But it also looked as if somebody was grabbing her. Ain't nobody grabbed her. They grabbed her after she stopped herself. And I guess she finally realized, like, you know what? If I hit her, I'm going to be just like Portia at the end of this table with no motherfucking peach. And you are definitely correct. I said in the previous video to this, not previous in terms of, what we are recording before this, but the previous Housewives video, I really do wish she would have hit Kenya. Honestly. So she would be off the motherfucking show. That's just me. Because, honestly, I'm about tired of her lying ass. I really am. I really, really am. And, I'm going to say this. Actually, let me get to a stopping point. I'm coming back. So, they all leave. Oh, not they all, but Phaedra, Portia, and Nene leave. Candy eventually gets up and falls behind. So, we, a little shaky right there. A little shaky. I don't know how to feel about you right now, Candy. But she eventually joins her. Now, here's my whole thing. Phaedra, it's one of these words, it's like, if it's not real, if these are lies and accusations, why would you get up? Why would you feel threatened? Why would you feel bothered? Because did you not do the same exact thing to Kenya on the reunion? Going in, talking all mad shit. Talking about the sperm donor. You don't know that, like, just literally going in and saying the most to sit here and try to hurt and destroy Kenya. Again, I take no sides, but you did this. Kenya never got up. She never got up to do anything to you. But when it's reciprocated and thrown back your way, instead of sitting there and being poised, being the Southern Belle, being, you know, I'm not going to leave religion out of this, but to be all these different things that you categorize yourself as, you're not acting like that. You're acting the complete opposite. The complete opposite. So, my thing is this. With everything that's going on with Phaedra, she didn't want anybody to mention this. But if you didn't want anybody to mention it, you damn sure mention everybody else motherfucking relationship is going on because you want them to be sensitive. But again, you went in on Kenya about the whole sperm thing, and you know she's sensitive about her biological clock. But you feel no sympathy for her fucking situation. So why should she feel sympathy for yours? But if this shit is still fresh and you know people got fucking questions, why would you go the fuck out anyway? So I feel no fucking remorse for you. None at all. Truth be told, was the shit that Cindy did messy? Yeah, shit was messy as hell. Was I here for it? Yes, the fuck I was. I was about ready for some motherfucking drama because this shit has been getting dry and stale. And neither her have been just in this shit. Let's get to the reunion. Let shit pop off so we can move on to the next one. But all the girls Kenya walks up, well, all the girls walk out, but Kenya more or less walks up first. And the girls are standing outside saying, y'all, and Kenya's like, y'all didn't leave. Now, here's my thing. If it was that imperative for you to get out of there, Phaedra, why are you still there? Why did you not leave? I'm just saying, again, it's something very fake, something very phony about this. I don't like it. But again, I'm just here to tell y'all what I saw from my fucking perspective. So, Nene makes a good point. Again, I don't say that about this individual often, but she makes a good point. And it was to Cynthia, if you really wanted to talk to her about, now granted, if you here to be messy and sit here and check them up, come for them like, look, I heard this, what it is, put the shit, if that was your intent, then fucking do that. But if you really was trying to talk to her, then why didn't you talk to her? There was ample amount of time for you to call her. Not necessarily show up at a place, but call her. If it was imperative to talk about, you could have, like Nene said, you could have pulled her off to the side. That is, if that was your true motive to talk about it. If you wanted to talk to her about, it's one of these which is like, if you came in there like, fuck it, let's get gutted, let's go in, fine. But again, if your intent, and I'm tired of beating this on, if your intent was to talk to her, you could have handled it a better way. Again, the only thing that I really got pissed off about when Nene is saying, don't bring up a touchy situation if you don't want someone to talk about it. I forgot who said it to. I think it was either Claudia or Kenya. But here's my thing. But you brought fucking Phaedra shit up. Granted, it was very minute, but you brought hers up. So you made, even though it's touchy shit, you made this a topic of discussion. But again, you don't want to get paid the most out of everybody on Housewives. So, yeah. But that's how I feel, you guys. That right there was my recap / review of Real Housewives season 7 episode. I'm pretty sure that was 15. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I gave y'all a whole lot, even though I'm not consuming my normal beverage of tea. Sorry about that again. But as always with the video, please rate, comment, subscribe. If you truly enjoy this, please share this with as many people as possible. Hopefully they can come over here and get a good laugh, get some tea, get some of the variety that I have going on this channel, because there is a lot. I cover a lot. Just to mention, actually this week I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it, but Showers of Sunset comes out it's actually Monday here, so I won't be able to see it until tomorrow morning, but it comes out Monday night. Forget what time, but it is on Bravo. I'm probably going to do an individual recap of that. I have been waiting for this show to come back out. Once Upon a Time has actually come out. I'm going to watch that. Depending on how much substance is there, I may do a separate video, or I may add that to my TV smoothie. Haven't quite decided yet. Just something for you guys to look out for. I want to plug this one more time if you haven't heard me talk about it already. But I have done a collab with my boys over at Vodka and Random Shit. So Vodka and Random Shit. Like I said, they have a couple episodes. I was on their actual third episode of just sitting there, us talking about some of the random shit again. Before I even continue, if you don't like vulgar, crazy talk, and it's 3 guys drunk off their ass, and I didn't betray y'all, I was drinking my tea. I ain't drinking no vodka. But if y'all don't like that kind of talk, just don't go there. But, I mean, to support me and even them, like I said, the general link to their pages down below. In addition to that episode, I also appeared on their rants, daily rants. And that one is also down below. And like I said, for those of you who are watching this on a computer, the links will be somewhere here as well. And is that it? I think that is it. So I spilled the tea so you guys can catch it. Like I said, hey, you know, again, come over here with your pop can or soda, however you want to, or even soda pop. Come with the cans, the cups, the mug, the mason jars, your jug. Just come over with whatever, because you know I'm going to spill the tea so you guys can catch it. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. And until next time, y'all, peace.